Hello and welcome to Rainsville Chamber Chat. I'm David Holt with Sandy Goff, and we have a special guest we'll get to in just a moment. But we are certainly glad to be back again this month to talk about things going on with the Rainsville Chamber of Commerce. So what's the latest thing going on with you guys?
Our Administrative Professional Day Luncheon, April 24th.
Wow, that's coming up so quick.
Yes, absolutely. So if you haven't got tickets, you need to call the Chamber right away because we are selling out really quick. Our guest speaker is going to be Karen Smith.
Okay.
She's going to be talking on fostering children. So we're excited to have her there.
So that's April 24th.
Mm-hmm.
That's a Thursday?
It's a Wednesday.
Wednesday. Okay. And Karen
Smith.
is talking about foster children?
Fostering children, yes.
So, you know, everybody's going to ask food.
Carolyn Hale's catering, so it can't be bad.
Okay.
It's
All
gonna
right.
be great.
Well, we know that's coming up this month. You guys are growing by leaps and bounds. So how many new people have you brought into the chamber since our last time? Or you?
Three or four new members since
Okay.
our last meeting. We have 160-something members at this point, and we're actually having a ribbon cutting for one of our members next Wednesday, the 17th, for Liberty National Insurance.
Wow.
And we're doing a ribbon cutting and a Customer Appreciation Day for Mountain Valley News. And
How
we're
about
excited
that?
about that. Yes.
So I think there might be some food involved at that event for customer appreciation. And I guess the ribbon cutting is from the new owners.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, they're okay. I'm just kidding. Mike and Sherry are good friends of mine. I just had to jab him just a little bit to see if he was listening to our show.
Absolutely.
He is the camera guy, so maybe he is listening to our show.
Well, he didn't cut you off, so I guess
He
we're
did
good.
not mute me, so that's a good thing. That's a really good thing. So again, if someone's interested in joining the chamber, finding out more information, there's a website, and you guys are located in the Tom Bevel Center.
Correct.
So remind us of the website and a phone number.
It's chamber.info, and the phone number is 256-638-7800.
Now you guys, I believe, are getting ready for, and there's scholarships coming up pretty soon?
Absolutely. I was going to bring that up. May the 16th is actually awards day for Plainview and for Cornerstone. They're both on the same day this year, and we will be giving out 12 scholarships based on all the awesome support we've had for our golf tournament. So we'll be 11 scholarships at Plainview and one at Cornerstone. And we're very excited about that.
You know, it's a great opportunity to help young people right here in our hometown. It's a great forethought to come up with a way to raise money to give back to our students, investing in our students.
Absolutely.
We want them to be successful men and business women, productive members of society, and come back and give back to our city.
And that's why we do this. I mean, everything that we raise at the golf tournaments goes to scholarship. We do not keep any of the money. Every dime goes to scholarships.
Well, do you have any other special things going on this month and the next month other than the administrative professionals and the scholarship recipients?
No, of course, in June we got Freedom Fest coming up.
That is true. And you have the dates of those off the top of your
June
head?
the 29th. Yes.
June 29th is Freedom Fest in Rainsville. Lots of fun things to do in town. I believe, again, haven't the festivities moved up to the ball field?
Yes, they're behind the Ag Center. So that's where the new location is. And last year we had 40 some odd vendors, a lot of entertainment. And this year our headline entertainment will be Exile.
A great group. The city, along with, I believe it's Farmers Telecommunications, going together for the
Absolutely, they both sponsor this.
for the fireworks. And the Freedom Run, I believe, comes the weekend before. Is that correct?
I think it's 2 weeks before that. It's 2 weeks
2
before.
weeks before. Great events coming up in the city of Rainsville. We hope that you'll plug in, get out and meet business and industry people, community members, and just continue to promote the great things going on right here in our small town.
Absolutely.
Well, you know, we talk about being from a small town, but our next focus for the next few minutes is on a group of men and I'm assuming women
Yeah,
as
sure.
well. And they are a worldwide company. I was able to go and tour their facility back in the fall, I believe it was. And we just had a great time visiting and lots of things. I was just amazed at the things going on in Rainsville, Alabama with one of our own companies that was started in 1981. Does that sound correct?
That's right, yeah.
And so at the time, the names have changed. So Sandy, I'm gonna let you introduce our guest, and then we'll let him talk about his business.
Okay, this is Kurt, and he is with Polyvance, which used to be
Urethane Supply Company, yeah.
Yes, and know it or not, I used to work there.
That's right, a long time ago,
Long
yeah,
time
before
ago.
I came on board.
Yes,
but
absolutely, when Jim Sparks and Jerry owned the
That's
business.
right, yeah.
Small world, isn't it?
Right. So we're very proud to have him as a member, and we're very proud of his accomplishments. And like you said, a lot of people in our small community don't realize what's actually being produced here in our own city.
And the worldwide reach that they have. So, Kurt, tell us a little bit about your business, because I'm sure, like most of us, we may have driven by there. We might have seen the sign when people say Polyvance. Now, I'm almost positive I just saw you were a recipient of an award just the other day.
Yes,
Okay.
we were actually the recipient of the 2019 Governor's Trade Excellence Award. And I
That's
got to go down
awesome.
to Montgomery last week to shake the governor's hand and receive an award as one of 8 companies in Alabama that was celebrated, I guess, for accomplishments in exporting. And we've always had a focus on exporting, but and about 10% of our sales is going to export countries.
Wow.
And we've actively tried to increase that over the years, and had some success, because we really have a strong focus in our specific industry. And I have to shout out to Jim and Jerry Sparks. Jim, of course, started the company back in 1981 and built the company, the foundation, which still survives today. This is our Mini Weld Model 7 airless plastic welder. And Jim is certainly familiar with this one. He started it. He was the first one in the industry to have a method for repairing the polyurethane bumpers that were very prevalent back in the 1980s. So I guess I didn't even explain all of our people watching right now. What the heck does this guy do? We actually manufacture auto body supplies, and it's products that body shops use to fix plastic bumpers. So, for example, here's a little piece of a plastic bumper I brought. You can, if it got a split in it, if you get in a little fender bender in the parking lot and you get a crack in your bumper, you don't necessarily have to throw it away. You could actually weld it with our plastic welder, and you make a very strong repair that will save you and your insurer company money. And we also make other products that complement the welder. So that's what we do. We're focused on that exclusively, and very happy to manufacture all the products right here in Rainsville, Alabama.
And that is what's the neat thing about it. These guys have all types of assembly lines over in their business. One of the things he has here are the little rods that they use to weld with. Am I saying that correct?
Yeah, these are plastic welding rods. So we actually manufacture our own plastic welding rods. We have an extrusion machine, and we've invited school groups in to see this machine in action. It's kind of neat to see, especially getting it started is a little bit of a trick, but we are actually, believe it or not, I would say our world's largest supplier of the most varied types of welding rods. We're not not in terms of pounds, but in terms of variety. So we have it in different colors and different shapes and different materials.
And that was one of the neat things we got to see when we toured the facility in the fall, is making those. Of course, you make the welders as well, put them together. As I said, it was just phenomenal to see all the products that they have over there. So you guys, you haven't always been in Rainsville. How did you guys get involved in the industry and come to purchase Urethane Supply?
Well, back in 1995, my brother and myself and my father looking for a small company that we could operate. And Jim actually had his goal was to retire by the age of 55, so he put the business up for sale through a business brokerage, and we found out about it. Both my brother and I were living in Chattanooga at the time, so it wasn't too far away. And we're both car nuts, and we thought that this business would be a good fit for both our personal interests and the type of products that we can create. I've got an engineering background, and my brother has got an accounting background, so it's actually worked out very
great.
well.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
So you guys took over the business, and I'm sure your goal was to grow it and make it more, I would say, world-reaching. But did you have any idea when you purchased it that you'd be this huge exporter to all these countries around the world?
I don't know if I'd use the word huge just yet, but I wish. But we have always focused on, we knew that there was a need for this type of product around the world. And Jim had already started some export activity to Canada and I think to New Zealand at the time. Mm-hmm. But we've really worked hard over the years. We went to a trade show in Germany called Automechanica and several years, and we were able to find some good customers over in Europe. And now we're developing some contacts in Latin America and in Asia too.
Wow. Mm-hmm. And that's just that was what was amazing to me, that we have a company in Rainsville, Alabama that's reaching that far. You guys employ people from right here in our neck of the woods. We've talked about that a little bit. Share with us what you as a small business owner are finding in the community as far as a workforce.
Wow. It's funny, I was at a Tennessee skills competition last week. Where they have the high school and the post-secondary trades come together and have a competition, and whoever wins this competition goes to the national competition in Louisville.
And then one for Alabama is next week.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
And you guys coming to that as well?
Yes. Yes, we're going to be there. But anyway, some of the guys that I was talking to were lamenting, they were auto body owners and so forth, but lamenting the fact that they weren't able to find good people to work with or work for them. And I have to say, I'm very lucky. We have a very, very skilled and hardworking workforce here in Rainsville. We're very fortunate to have some longtime employees, including, I have to say, Jason Bethune, who's been with us since 1994, before I got on board. We've got a very good, strong group of people that we're very fortunate to have.
Well, again, I was amazed at the room that packs it all up and ready to ship it out, and and also you guys work on bumpers and things in the back. There's this huge area of just all types of bumpers out there that deals with the automotive industry to help people who are needing a certain bumper. I guess I'm assuming from that. So you want to expand a little bit on that? Yeah,
we have an operation in the back of the factory called Encore Bumpers. And we actually operate our own little customer back there where if a local body shop needs a bumper for, say, a 2014 Honda Accord, then they can call us and we can say, hey, we have a couple of them. And we actually remanufacture them. So when we get the order, we'll go out and pull the repairable core, do the welding, as I showed you here,
right.
And we'll prime it. We won't paint the color on it, but we'll prime it and deliver it to the body shop. And it saves the body shop and the car owner some money, and keeps a little bit of a bumper from going into the landfill, which feels good.
Yes, yes. Well, it's just, again, it's called Polyvance, and they were just recognized by the governor. They are involved with young people working to, I guess it's called trades, is what I like to look at it. Skills USA is a student organization for young people in various trades, from automotive repair to healthcare to leadership positions. And as Kirk said, they were at Nationals in Louisville, Kentucky, I believe, this past year. Was that your first time to attend there?
That was my third time, but this last year was the first time that nitrogen plastic welding was actually a scored part of the competition. So that's a new technology that we introduced several years ago. And it's gotten recognition to the point where it's now included in Skills USA. And while we're on the subject of skills, I would like to tell anybody out there who's watching that in the auto collision repair industry in the United States, there are 32,000 job openings right now. And people coming out of school can make at least, I would say within the first few years, they're making $40,000 to $60,000 a year. And if you're a top painter or really a top technician, you can make over $100,000. So skills, trade, skilled trades are very, very important part of the economy, and those are the kind of jobs that cannot be exported to China. So if you've got a child who doesn't know what they want to do when they graduate from high school, please consider a skilled trade.
Well, and right along with that, this week we're taking a group of students down to Lawson State in Bessemer, which deals with the automotive industry, where they can get the technical skills. They're also a cooperative program where young people can go to school part-time and work. Well, they're going to school full-time, but it's cooperative. They go to school for a while and they work for a while. And the scholarship is based on their GPA in high school. If you got a 3.75 or higher, it is 100% free tuition, which to me is amazing. It's not a competitive thing in the sense, it depends on what your GPA is. Even with a 3.5, you get 50% tuition free just from your high school GPA, which I think is amazing.
Yes.
We have lots of community colleges, and we work with students to help them get scholarships of all types, but this is just strictly based on their GPA, is automatically given to them, and they also have health care.
Oh.
So one of the things we do at the Technology Center across the street is we work really hard with our young people and the Skills USA organization to help them find a career pathway that doesn't necessarily require 4 years of college. It can be a certification, it can be a community college degree or endorsement or trade certificate, and make really good money, as you said.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm glad to hear that we have a really good workforce, aren't you, Sandy?
Absolutely. And promoting our community, that's what I really enjoy. How many employees do you have now?
Right now we have 18 people total. Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
And, I just keep going back to the governor recognition. I mean, it's Rainsville, Alabama, 8 in the state, and 1 came from right here in our small town. I mean, you talk about a shining star in DeKalb County in Rainsville, Alabama. The guys over at Polyvance, you guys got it going on.
Well,
and I'm sure if somebody was interested in coming over and seeing what you've got, you'd welcome them to come.
Oh, of course, yeah. We'd be happy to do a plant tour for anybody who comes in. We often have customers that'll come in just kind of curious, and or somebody will hear about us and they say, "Boy, I've driven down Kirk Road 100 times. I never knew you guys were here." So, we're happy to invite people in and take them for a little tour. Just a small bunch of friendly people, small batch manufacturing process that we have there. We're happy to do it.
Well, one of the things we're trying to do, the Rainsville Chamber Chat, is to spotlight various businesses in town. I had some people this week who said, "Hey, I saw the show with the popcorn lady, who was on last week, and we're curious and wanting to stop by and visit the fine folks up there with Angie and them, and something that got started and is going so well." And hopefully that's the same thing we can spotlight each month, a different business in town to show you what's going on right here in Rainsville, Alabama. I'm sure, Sandy, you see lots of that on a daily basis.
Absolutely.
And we want more and more people to be spotlighted. And your participation in the Rainsville Chamber of Commerce is very important. So, Kurt, how long have you guys been a member, and what do you see as a benefit for being a member of the Chamber?
Wow, I can't even remember how. I think ever since we came on with the company, I still vaguely remember a meeting that I went to, the Chamber meeting, and I got a lot of sideward glances about, this guy's from out of town here. I don't know how long he's going to stick around. Here I am 24 years later.
You're still here.
We're growing the company, yeah. So we love the area. The people here are very, very friendly, and just been a member for all these years. I just feel good about supporting the local business community here.
Well, we love that you're getting involved in our local student organization, and especially in the chamber, as well as you've mentioned, Sandy. Lots of great things coming up in the month of April. We've got the Administrative Professionals Luncheon. That is on Wednesday, April the 24th at the Tom Bevel Center.
Correct. Yes.
And that is something, tickets are still available. Have some really great speaker coming to talk to us there. Also, the Awards Day program at Plainview High School and the Cornerstone Christian Academy is May the 16th.
Both of them. Yes.
Are they both in the morning?
One at 9, one at 10.
Well, are you going to be in two places at once?
We're going to have to split it up.
Okay.
So somebody will have to go to Cornerstone, and somebody, you know, our president or our vice president will have to go to one of them.
And we don't also want you to remember and keep in mind that coming up in June will be the Freedom Run. That's something that's been started in several years. Lots of people come to town. It's a great event, raises money for some very much needed charities in our community. And then kicking off the end of the month, celebrating 4th of July is the Rainsville Freedom Fest on June the 29th.
Correct.
And that'll be at the Field of Dreams behind the Ag Center. A great fireworks show, lots of vendors, great entertainment. I believe you said Exile.
Exile. And all the entertainment is free. All the, you know, we have inflatables, we have pony rides, we have face painting, photo booths. Everything is free to, you know. So the only thing you have to pay for is your food or whatever you purchase from the vendors. So it's a great day.
It is a great day. It's a great time for community members to come together and hang out and listen to some good entertainment, see some amazing fireworks at the end of the day. Just a great small town event. I was so glad their mayor and council years ago had this vision to come up with this activity for a summer gathering of people. It seemed like there for a while it rained every year.
Yes, absolutely.
But
Knock on wood.
there is a covered pavilion there where they have the
Farmers market.
farmers market, and that should be starting up pretty soon as well,
I
shouldn't
think
it?
it starts in late May, early June. I haven't heard the city give us a date yet.
And so we want you to be able to come out and do that as well. Also, there's a couple of ribbon cuttings coming up this week, and this week will be on Friday, the 12th
12.
of April is a ribbon cutting and customer appreciation at Mountain Valley News. New owners, Arlen and Sherry Blevins. I call him Monk because he used to act like a monkey. Well, I believe he still does. But they'll be celebrating a ribbon cutting and customer appreciation. And I believe you said another one?
Liberty National Insurance is on the 17th.
So that will be the following week, and I believe that's on
Wednesday.
Wednesday as well. Lots of great things going on in the city of Rainsville. Our chamber is very active, around 160 some odd members. We'd love for you to be a part of that. Do you have to be a business owner to join?
No, you can be an individual. We welcome anyone that would like to, you know, promote the community and be a part of this. And absolutely.
There's always room for people to volunteer, especially at the golf tournament
Yes.
or the administrative professionals luncheon or whatever event there are. There's plenty of places for you to plug in. And again, we've been focusing on Polyvance, a company that Kurt and his family have worked on. And Kurt, what is your last name?
Lamon, L-A-M-M-O.
Lamon.
Lamon.
Well, we are so proud of you and your company. You and your brother seem to be working well. If you can handle this thing, handle the money, and you work together, you don't
Yes.
fuss too much.
Yeah, it's always good if you can trust your accountant.
That is a good thing. So, since it's your brother, I hope so. Appreciate what you guys have done, purchasing a business in town and continue to grow, and a vision. It just seems to be expanding. You go by and see them, thank them for their participation in the Rainsville Chamber of Commerce and all the stuff that they are doing to give back to the community. And if you have an interest of more information with the Chamber of Commerce, that website is?
Rainsville.info.
And also you can go by the Tom Bevel Center. They have an office there. Most days you are there from 8 to 4?
8 to 4 except for Friday, 8 to 12.
Go by and see them. Lots of great things going on in the city of Rainsville. Thank you so much for watching today, and our next episode will come up in next month. And so I'm sure our videographer will say, hey, it's time. It's time to do this again. But until then, you guys have a great month. Participate in the Rainsville City Chamber of Commerce.
Hello folks, this is Andy White down here at Bobby Ledbetter's Twin City in Fort Payne, Alabama. I want to invite everybody to come out to our new location. We're at 1411 Glen Boulevard, right where you turn to go on Airport Road. We've got plenty of inventory for you to choose from. I got cars, trucks, vans, sport utility vehicles of any make and model. Come down here and visit us. Let us see what we can do for you. If you got some slow credit, I've got some banks that'll take care of that. We've got great financing, got a great selection of cars. Y'all come down here and see us.
Don't take the first deal that comes along when you can do better at BobbyLedbetter.com and Twin City Used Car Sales, located at 1411 Glen Boulevard in South Fort Payne.
At Donahue Chevrolet, we have over 500 new and used cars in stock. In fact, we have one of the largest selections of Tahoes in the state. We have so many, you could call us the King of Tahoes. And right now, get $10,000 off all 2019 Tahoes. Fort Payne is located a short 45 minutes from downtown Chattanooga, and our no-hassle transparent sales approach makes it easy to find the car, truck, or SUV you are looking for. Google King of Tahoes to check out the deals at Donahue Chevrolet.
Building your dream home is one of the great joys in life. At First Southern State Bank, we know construction and mortgage financing, putting today's low rates to work for you. As you and your family move closer to the completion of your new home, we know that your home is where memories are made and families grow stronger year after year. At First Southern State Bank in Rainsville, Scott Kirk stands ready to tailor the right construction loans to meet your needs, along with our staff of experienced loan professionals. Drop by to share your dreams with us today in Rainsville. First Southern State Bank in Rainsville, all the bank you'll ever need.